coming through. Your magazine's high quality. I could tell you spent money on the paper, the cover,
everything.
This is no low rent thing at all. This is
name
quality.
Will never go in vain.
All right. So before we get into this is your 1 year anniversary. You kicked off last year. I got the premiere issue that's signed. I appreciate you. That has you on it. Why not? Oprah puts herself on her magazine all the time. You should put yourself on every cover. But the first cover last March. What have you learned in the 1 year of doing this quarterly wonderful magazine, State versus Us?
Oh, man. I learned so many stats and statistics when it comes to Black and brown people that I never knew. I knew it was real, but the things I've learned since the first issue has just been... Now I'm ready to go find every cop, judge, DA, everybody. We want reparations. We want everything to be back. Give us back what y'all owe us, you know?
Yes.
So many things and so many people I have met. It's just been, it's been real. It's been a blessing.
Let's back up because I failed to do something here. State versus Us is a magazine. You call it urban reality news, but it is, the focus is on the formerly incarcerated or the prison community.
Yes.
Why did you use this as the backdrop?
It highlights high profile cases. We talk about the corruption in the police department, the prison system, the government, wrongful convictions, success stories of the former incarcerated. And inside that magazine, you will find real interviews from real inmates that are currently incarcerated right now. And they get to control their narrative. So whatever they say is what get printed. We allow the media to tell us what to do and tell us the stories. No, I'm going to give these men and women the opportunity to tell their own stories their way. And that's what I'm going to do.
All right, I'm going to have to connect with you because this was something that I definitely thought was important to do, but you're doing it and you're doing it well.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, on the heels of like Alice Johnson and that story, you realize that there's so many men and women behind bars that shouldn't be there. Quite frankly, the laws are horrible. And people getting these sentences, these 3-strike things, and sentenced to life for petty crimes that, you know, I call petty because nobody died, you know.
Right. Just non-violent,
you know, drug charges. Come on.
My cousin is right there. 3rd strike. They gave him 25, no parole for drugs. He's been in jail 16 years right now. 16.
Is that what motivated you? Have you spent time, Ms.
I
Konnoisseur?
did. I was blessed. I tell everybody I was blessed. I did 10 months fighting an attempted murder and kidnapping case.
An attempted murder and kidnapping case.
Yes.
Take us back. What year was this?
This was 2006. I was already out on bail on the kidnapping. Then that was in June. October, I caught the attempted murder. Yes. He won the scrap, and what you're not going to do is beat me.
All right. Where are we in the world? Give me the scenario. Lay it out. Tell the story.
I come home. He wanted to take
Where are we?
We're in Baltimore. Baltimore City.
Okay. And what had happened?
Bodymore is what they call it. I don't like it, but that's what they call it.
Okay. So you're in Baltimore. You're out on bail for something for kidnapping. What was the kidnapping? What did they allege you did?
I'm a bail agent. So one of the bounty hunters that was with me, we was out locking people up, and I was collecting money. And over $2,000 was missing out my car. So I went back to his crib. Did I kidnap you? No, you wouldn't have lived to tell about it. But I deal with you. You know what I'm saying? And see, what I don't like about these laws is that Donald Duck can hit you in the face and Donald Duck will have a warrant. No investigation, no nothing. You could just walk down and say, they did it. And they coming for you. So that's how that happened. And they, they locked me up.
He said you prevented him from leaving his house, I'm sure.
He said I locked him. He said that I kidnapped him. Right. I took him from the house, took him in some woods, beat him up, and brought him back home.
You brought him back home.
Imagine that. Imagine that.
So, I can't imagine you doing that.
I came out on $25,000 bail for that.
Wait, I shouldn't laugh because it's funny though. All right, so Ms. Konnoisseur, so they came and arrested you for kidnapping. While you were out on bail, homie put his hands on you?
He tried.
He tried to put his hands on you. And something bad happened to him.
Facts.
So then it was attempted murder on top of that. All right.
Yes.
But you walked.
And he told.
Right.
He told. Only men tell. Every time I went down, it was due to a guy.
Okay. I'm not going to go there with you. We're not going to have this conversation, not today, on the heels of my talk about Terry Crews.
Terry Crews.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to keep it. Stop it. Okay, so I'm just sorry. How much damage did you do to him? I'm just curious. Allegedly.
Well, thank God for both of us. Every wound to his left was except for it was wound. Every wound to his left except for the one in his chest.
Okay.
The one in his chest went to the right and not the left where the heart is.
Where the heart is.
But he little surgeries here and there. He alive. He won't raise at another female.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go all the way back to Little Tia. Little Tia Hamilton was raised where?
I was raised in Baltimore. I went to school in Baltimore. I was born in Brooklyn and Brownsville. I was a 3-sport athlete. I was middle class. My mother took care of us. Went to school. Graduated from Coppin State University. Shout out
to the HBCU.
Yeah. So my grandmother raised us along with my mother, my great grandmother. So I had the foundation. I had the household. I didn't have to do the things I did. So I did them because I wanted to. I sold drugs. I was the biggest kingpin Baltimore ever seen.
Everybody says that, Tia. Everybody says that.
As a female, it was real. I was getting busy out there. But I was respectful. I always been respectful. I was a respectful drug dealer.
What does that mean?
I didn't act like you owed me anything. I didn't act like I was the king and you couldn't come through and do this and do that. Even people who got high, they got treated with respect. I'm not here to be out here treating you any different. I'm here to get this money and go home at night, you know?
Okay.
So,
So did you ever get arrested for selling drugs?
Yeah, here and there, but nothing big. Nothing big.
So they never caught you for being the kingpin.
They never caught me for that. They never caught me for that. I done been in several raids. They walk out empty every time.
Okay. All right. So then you ended up on the other side being a bail bonds person?
I was a bail bondsman then.
Oh my gosh, you're so complicated. Okay.
I've been doing bail bonds since 03. I just want to sit with you.
All right, the damn hell with these magazines. We just got to get to some stuff here. State versus Us magazine. Are you telling your story in this opening in the brand
yes.
in this the Boss brand?
Yes.
Tia Ms. Konnoisseur. Was that your street name?
No.
Okay. All right.
That's not my street name. That's my brand name.
Okay. All right.
So when you get the first issue, you get me, you get my, and it's just touching. I didn't even give it to you. People asking me for a book and everything.
Yeah, man. I'm like, I'm gonna holler at you after this because this story is fascinating to me because I think everybody, I just talked about this. Everybody wants to be rich.
Right.
But not many people are willing to work honestly to get there. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to do it quickly because it's a quick way. We talked with Freeway Ricky Ross a few weeks ago about this because you can do it easily when you have a brain.
Facts.
Right? So then it gets good to you and then you get a little cocky with it. Mm-hmm. Till you get hemmed up. And you got hemmed up on something that had nothing to do with drugs.
Had nothing to do with it. And I've never been cocky. I've always been a humble person.
Okay.
And everything I've done. And even this, I'm humble. I'm chill. People like, oh, you big time. No, I'm not. Who told you that? Like, I am not. I'm here to do, I'm here to do what I'm in position to do. Okay. God put me here. He saved me. I was blessed to have an attorney who cared. You know, these attorneys.
So it wasn't a public servant? Public service attorney?
Hell no.
Okay.
I got a paid attorney. Right. I never went to court with a public defender. Maybe for a little weed charge or something like that. I'm not about to waste $3,500 for something I know I can just get away with. But all of my big charges, assault charges, everything always came with a paid attorney.
Okay. How many assault charges have there been? Tia?
About
5. Okay, so you are nobody to look at funny. If you think somebody gonna hit you, they're gonna get.
That was the old Tia.
That was the old
Tia. I'm trying to move right. Karen, I'm trying to move right.
I see you.
They won't let me be great.
Oh my God, I love you so much. Hold on, we're gonna be best friends because I need a person like you in my life. Listen, so hold on. I have a billion questions. Who taught you how to fight?
That's in my family. We all shake off. Okay. My mother.
Your mother.
Grandma.
My
great-grandmother.
Not grandma and great-grandma.
They all hit us.
Okay. All right. So that's in your DNA.
It's in the DNA.
Right. Okay. Because, you think about women fighting men like this guy. Mm-hmm. You don't think people should have a chance.
If you want the smoke, you can get the smoke. Okay.
I say that all the time, but I won't put hands on anybody because I don't want any cases. All right. So how did you beat the attempted murder case where the apparently the wound missed the heart?
He got locked up under an alias. They couldn't find him.
Okay.
So they postponed me one time. They tried to find him. They tried to keep bringing this, but they really needed their witness. They couldn't get him. So I ended up beating that case.
On a technicality. You are blessed.
I'm blessed.
Yes.
And my kidnapping got dropped to a false imprisonment misdemeanor.
So there you go.
I walk away felony free. I'm felony free to this day.
Free to this day.
In my DMX voice, I'm the only one walking the streets with no felonies.
Oh my God!
So that's why I said I'm blessed, because many men and women don't have the opportunity to A, have money, B, have a paid attorney, and C, have a paid attorney that care.
Right.
Who's not willing to serve me on the DNA silver platter.
Right. Good. Okay.
And to this day, him and I, we cool. We on my Facebook page, he talk, everything.
Right, because you never know.
You never know. And I sent him so many people, and they all love me for him.
Right. So, as we look at, black folk in general, ill-prepared for what's happening, even when we have money, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to talk later on, not today, but later on in the month, about the subprime lending and how black folk who were making $200,000 still got hit with like horrible loans for their houses. Like no matter what, at every turn, the lack of knowing, we could have the money and still not know the right moves.
Absolutely.
All right. So you started State versus Us. Why that name, first of all?
Because the state, we going at them at every chance we get. We as black and brown in the community, we effed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not playing with us. And as you get older or get more into the field, you start to see more and you start to learn more. And I always knew what was going on. I never stood for the anthem. I always knew what was happening. But as I started doing this, getting a bigger platform, because I own a radio station. So when I started
you own a radio station?
Yes. I own my own online radio station. It's in Baltimore. Yes. I'm so proud. Thank you. So as I started, because I promised, like, girl, you get me out of this, I drop the flag, no more bricks, no more pounds, nothing. I'll get right. And I'm going to have a platform big enough to talk about all of this stuff and help my people.
Right.
And he blessed me with that. It started with my radio station, and that just blew. I'm like top 3 online station in the DMV.
I imagine I would tune in to listen to you.
Yes.
When can people hear you?
Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on WMSKOnlineradio.com. I talk sports.
Say what now?
I talk sports. WMSKOnlineradio.com.
Okay. At 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
What you talking about?
Sports.
Yeah, but what are you talking about right now? What's coming
football,
up tomorrow?
NBA, all of that stuff.
Okay.
And I don't watch the football, so my producers, they prepare me, because I'm not on that NFL lane right now because of Colin Kaepernick. I stand with him wholeheartedly, him and Eric Reed. So NFL don't get nothing from me, and that's my favorite sport.
Okay, all right. So when you look at like Alice Johnson getting out, and then they put all of the hype on, the hype around Kim Kardashian, and that like people like Topeka Sam might have been the person to help, or a bunch of people actually, get Alice Johnson's story out there. Been talking about her for 4, 5, 6 years. And then Kim Kardashian comes in 11th hour, able to get an audience with the president. She gets free. I'm happy that Miss Johnson is free.
I'm happy that she's free. I'm also happy that this meatball set with somebody to help it move along the way. But what I don't like is that everyone else that played a role in it is not being recognized to that effort as well. And I don't recall seeing an interview with Miss Alice Johnson recognizing others who came and played a part in that as well. It's just Kim. While I salute her and her family, because they do a lot for the black and brown community. I'm not taking nothing away from them. But we don't need a Kim Kardashian speaking for us in this criminal justice reform. Yeah. We need people like us who've been through it, who know the statistics, who've been through it for real and lived it. Kim never been to jail. I have, and a whole lot of other people have.
Right.
Why we not being recognized on this platform at Congress to go and speak out and get others released? Facts.
You know why.
That's why we got to get them out of there, Karen.
Right. Well, listen, you are doing this. Boss Brand, State versus Us, the magazine. In the first episode, in addition to your story, you have Philadelphia Freeway.
Yes.
Who I didn't know, but the first question I asked was like, what's all these Band-Aids on him?
Right.
Why does he have Band-Aids? Tell us a little bit about
dialysis. And God is amazing, because just like a month ago, he was able to get his kidney transplant after fighting kidney disease.
So last year you did this, he was still on dialysis.
He was still on dialysis, yes. He was still going to dialysis twice a week, sometimes 4. And, and he just now, a month ago, got his kidney. So salute the Freeway. He got it done in Baltimore.
All right. Volume 3, 2019, your first. You ain't even been in business that long. Now you got a double cover.
A double cover.
Lunel on the front or the back, depending on how you look at it. And Wallow267.
The homie from Philly.
Who is he?
He lit. He got energy for days. He is an activist. Wallow did over 20 years in prison straight. But he did 30 years total.
Wow, he looks young.
Yeah, he's like 41.
Okay, damn.
40, 41. He been getting locked up since he was a kid. It was part of that generational incarceration. The father, he was actually locked up with his father and brother at one point in time. So we have to break these cycles.
All of these stories.
Mm-hmm.
All right, somebody said, why are you glorifying her violence on Instagram? And I'm not glorifying her violence. It does tickle me a little bit. Let me just say, somebody, because these are things that you might want to do, but I think you actually used to do them, but you're working on yourself, Tia, on that end, in terms of, look, I'm just answering the question. Answer the question.
I am definitely working on myself. People try me every day. People try me this morning. When I got an email this morning, somebody want to be rude and disrespectful and stalking me, put a fake name and everything with an email. And I'm like, see, they just play. But it's okay because I'm covered. I'm okay. And it's okay that I don't have no problem talking about my past. It was put here for me to talk about. Right. And I will continue to talk about it. So you wasn't glorifying anything. The past is meant to be spoken on. And we will be talking about it. It's cool.
Yes. There is a part of me, though, that smiles inside. Again, because we all have these fantasies that you actually live out.
Right.
But we don't do them.
Right. Oh, see, I'm the one that does it.
Right. But then there's consequences, which is the whole point.
Yep.
I ain't never been to
jail.
So
you can't be like a 6ix9ine and just run with it and then tell after you was a part of putting it together. You stick to your guns, man, and you keep it moving. When that kidnapping beef came, I took all of that. I had people with me. I didn't send them to jail. For what? I'm going to go take this.
There's no way somebody could end up in the woods and back in their home by themselves.
This is what I'm saying.
Anyway, I'm just doing the math of it all. That story's crazy. And if we can watch all these things on TV, this is a real life situation here of redemption, actually, because now you are a full-fledged businesswoman doing, legitimate business.
Yes.
The magazine is dope. Okay. Well
it.
done. High quality. I know what these things are supposed to look like.
Yes.
Nice job. Got your own radio thing going.
Yes.
And you're out here in them streets now, not slinging drugs, but doing something else.
And when I speak at these prisons and I tell these men, I'm like, yo, y'all in here for drugs. You could take that same energy with a different product. That's it. I changed the product. I hustled the product. Just because the product may go slower, it's a legal product and it's yours. You don't owe them. You don't owe nobody. You don't owe Panama for Panamanian for Panama. You know what I'm saying?
We're telling whole countries now.
Right.
Let's get off these airways. What are you doing? What's happening here? All right.
We gotta keep simple.
Can we keep talking? We gotta keep talking. All right.
I love it.
I'm glad I met you.
I'm glad I met you too.
Nice. All right. Her name is Ms. Konnoisseur, Tia Hamilton. Check out State versus Us magazine. Yes. We'll tweet out all of the relevant information on our Twitter, SXM Urban View, and I'll retweet it at Karen Hunter. Thanks again for being here today.
No, I thank you.
All right, we gotta go. Smith, thank you. Good job. Thank you, new girl. Maybe you'll get a name next week. I don't know. You've been doing a great job from what I'm hearing. So I'll be okay. Jameson, great job. Hey, tomorrow's Tuesday. Still to be here. We got a lot to cover as well. Stuff I didn't get to, like, is Michelle Obama assimilating? We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Some people don't know what that word is.
That's okay. They'll look it up. It's the Karen Hunter Show. We'll see you tomorrow in 21 hours. Stay tuned to 126.
Yes.
All right. Don't get off the mic just yet.
Okay.
All right, because this is Instagram Live. We're live right now.
Cool.
Okay. Killer Mike talked about the flipping of the eenie. I don't know what that is.
Can you get my phone? Because I got stats in this phone. It fell.
Okay. All right. How long did it take for you to make the shift and for it to be successful? When you knew I could actually not have to sell drugs and still live a nice life.
Well, when I came home May of 2007. I got right back into bail bonds instantly.
Because that was your legit business.
It was my legit business. So
right.
I got right back into it. By September, I had another car. I had another office open and everything. I always been a hustler. I never was the one to sit back and wait for it to come to me. I went out and grabbed it every time.
Why? Why do you think you were like that?
You know, that's a good question because my mother is not like that.
I can't imagine your mother, except for putting hands on people.
She was a fighter. She definitely was scrapping. But, you know, my mother and I had this, I'm not going to call it an argument. Sometimes you have to put people in place sometimes, you know. Whether it's your mother or whoever, sometimes people just need to know what's really happening. So, with that being said, like I told her, black people are raised to work every day for other people. You 61, you mad all the time, you come home tired, they forcing you to go to school every year just to get a raise, and it ain't much. You dealing with other people's kids, problems every day. You a teacher, you underpaid and overworked, and you're angry. I'm 41, don't have as much money as you do in your bank account, but I'm happy and I'm pleased with my efforts on doing what I'm doing.
Because you're doing it for you.
I'm doing it for me, and I'm not about to work for nobody else ever.
Ever.
I'm not about to do it. So, and I'm the first generation business owner.
When did you come to that conclusion, Tia? When did you come to that conclusion that I can't work for somebody?
In 2003, when I first became a bail bondsman, my mother bailed me out. And she told the bail agent, get her a damn job. She's a hustler. She'll work for you. He said, I could do you one better. I could show her how to do it. And that's what he did. Wow. And I took off from there.
So your mother came to get you out for what crime then? Was it another assault?
It was a drug charge.
Okay.
It was, I think it was a drug charge.
Damn it.
I had got bailed out. Okay. I was out in a few hours.
Oh my gosh. All right. So what's next? So the magazine, I feel like you're a planner. You're planning something. Mm-hmm. So the magazine,
transitional houses with a temp agency later this year. So I decided to have transitional houses and
for people getting out.
For people getting out. But statistics show 10 years or longer. You did 10 years or longer, 80% chance you stay home.
Right.
So those are the people that I'm targeting. People who've been in prison 10 years or longer, because those are the ones we want to reform and put them back in the right situation. So I'm a partner with black-owned bank. I got the temp agency, and I already got 5 contracts done with black-owned businesses to get them employed. I got a financial literacy person on deck to come and teach a course of finances. And I also got therapists set up because it's going to be mandatory that they go to therapy once a week. It ain't nothing. You got to go or you got to get out of here.
Right.
Because PTSD it happens in prison. People think this is only a military thing. No. This shit ain't happening just in the military.
No, even how you eat. There was a guy that came on my show. He had been to prison for like 20 years. Mm-hmm. And he said even how he eats, like he eats guarding his food.
Yeah.
Because you
that's
just
that
had
prison,
to.
Like, you never know.
Like,
you got
to stay warm.
Who don't sleep in prison. I got a dude that just wrote me asking me, is it okay if he gave my number to a mom who just lost her son because he got killed in the prison? He was on lockup with a dude doing 90 years. Violation number 1. Violation number 2, he been reporting the dude doing 90 years that he's having issues with. He needs to be relocated.
Right.
Keep me on lockup, do what you got to do.
Right.
But get me out of cell with him. We have issues. I can't sleep. I don't know what's going on with this guy. And this guy got mental problems. Violation number 2. So violation number 3, this guy kills him. Beat him in the head with the food tray. You know, them food trays are metal.
Right.
So violation number 4, why is the damn food tray in the cell?
Right.
It's supposed to have been collected.
Right.
So now we have a whole lawsuit and an issue, but we don't hear these type of stories make the news, you know? And the first thing they want to do is blame suicide when a dude died in jail, like the dude that just died here in New York, Trey. You want to claim suicide. These CEOs is killing these people.
Right. But nobody's telling the stories because people are afraid, or they don't have the access, or they don't have the words or the platform, and none of the mainstream media is going to be covering it. That's where I
come in at.
Yes. No, I see the need. That's why you're here. Yeah. And I think there's, for me, there's a vast audience. It's like 38 million of us, right? And we need to reach all of us. Like, we don't have the luxury to just say, oh, y'all are criminals, so you can't come to Wakanda. Or you got this background, so you're not worthy to be a part of the struggle, when you're the ones that is going to impact the most. Like, I'm good. Actually, I don't never have to do this.
Right.
I could write my books and go live and live on islands and chill.
Right.
For the rest of my life and be good.
Right. Can I get $20?
Yeah, you need $20. I'll give you $20. Yeah, I'll give you $20. Yeah, that ain't nothing. Yeah, no, that's good. If you need $20, $20. I'll give you $20. But the point I'm making is, it's so important that, there's not for us. You don't do the thing that you do just for you, even though you'll benefit, of course. But we got to start to see one another collectively to get there. So, who taught you about the math of it all? Because I'm always fascinated with, like, Ricky was telling me some stuff about, Ricky Ross.
How to count and do the math.
Like, because he couldn't do well in school, but on them streets.
He learned how to read in prison.
Yeah, he couldn't read, but he was moving. He revolutionized the drug trade.
Yep.
That's some brilliance that it's like no teacher was tapping into.
I always been good in math.
Always. Huh?
Always.
Huh?
Until the 10th grade when I saw trigonometry. I said, what the hell is that?
When am I going to use this?
Exactly. I said, yo, this is too much. But I always been good at math. But even when I was younger, I've been counting millions since I was 14. My cousins and them used to run from here and go to Baltimore and sell their drugs. I always counted, held their money. I was a counter.
So that's how you got enticed in, because that's a lot.
And that really didn't entice me.
No?
No.
Okay.
I didn't get enticed until I had graduated high school. I was already graduated. Let me see. Yeah, I was working at MCI. Remember MCI?
That seems to be a common thing. Your story sounds very similar to a lot of stories that I'm hearing.
They brought my first car. That's how much money we made at MCI. MCI used to put you in a booth and let the money fall. And whatever you grab, you keep. See, we made a lot of money with MCI. But I wanted more. When my cousin got locked up.
Was it the jewels, the clothes?
I never been into jewelry.
What was the thing for you?
I wanted a bigger house. I wanted, I just wanted it. And I never been the flashy type. So even though when I got it, I still wasn't riding.
You're not flashy. I'm looking at your nails. I'm looking at your ring. I'm looking at your nails.
I'm looking at you. What's done every 2 weeks is these lashes and these nails.
Okay.
And every week this haircut going to be popping. Okay. And that's facts.
Okay.
And I got to have a fresh pair of sneakers every other week.
Every other week?
I have a sneaker problem.
Do you? Okay.
Yes.
I'm glad you're admitting it. That's the first step to recovery.
Right.
Okay. So, all right.
So, but I always wanted to be able to have things on deck. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't one of those. I didn't come from a family where I had to go out and sell drugs because my mother was struggling to pay the rent.
Right. This was just something you wanted to do.
I wanted to do. My mother didn't even know I was doing it.
I
went to work every day, and I still held it down. I held blocks down, counties, and everything from New York to South Carolina. I was getting popping. So when my cousin came home, I put him on. I put him back on. Put him back. He was like, "What the hell happened? Don't worry about it. You good now, So then he introduced me to his connects. Because I had the weed when my cousin came home. I was killing in the weed. But when he came home,
a whole other thing.
That was when the cocaine came in.
And that's when it's bad. So any remorse or thought about the community? None? You don't have a single day of like, damn.
It made me who I am.
Okay. You know what? I'm actually not mad at that. I think people, no regrets.
No regrets.
Okay.
No regrets.
All right.
No regrets at all. None.
What's your
My
sign?
mother's safe. No one never ran up in her house. No one never came to her door. And she been in the same house for over 20 years. She good.
Okay.
I'm a Leo.
Okay. All right. I see. That's why your nails are done every 2 weeks and them lashes and the hair's going to be tight and you got a sneaker problem.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
it's been like that all my life.
All right. So what's next? What's next after the house?
We working on a cartoon. I'm not going to say the name of the cartoon.
That's what I knew it. I was like, that ain't just it with the daggone house thing.
We're working on a cartoon. Right. It's about my life. So I'm not going to say the name of the cartoon yet because we're still legalizing it, putting things in place. Right. But it's a cartoon. It's going to be a reality show, but instead of
it being people, it's going to be animated.
Cartoons, right. I'm still going to have my blonde. I'm still going to have my half a head. It's going to be animated.
This half a head is your signature,
yes.
Miss Konnoisseur?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm scared to go back.
Oh, I got hair down here.
Okay. So you got hair on the other side.
Yeah.
Just not that hair.
Right, but my real hair is long.
Okay. Just on one side, though.
People think I'm bald head for real. I got hair.
Okay. I appreciate you. All right.
I appreciate you, too.
So somebody said, Karen asking her sign like they're in a club. Shut up, Blinks. I ask everybody their sign because I want to know people's proclivities based on their sign. I'm not caught up in it, but I am caught up.
You don't know what that word means.
Yeah, no, I get it. All right. What is your opinion on white people profiting from legalized marijuana?
Oh, I hate it. Now these meatballs want to... Yo.
Not the meatballs.
Oh,
what about the
God.
white people?
Now these meatballs done figure out how they could corner the market legally.
Right.
Now, and then got the nerve to put a damn percentage on minority-owned fucking...
Yes. Okay.
Dispensaries. Like,
what are we going to do about it, though? What are we going to do? Let's stop smoking weed. Ooh.
What?
Boom. Yes. Stop smoking weed. Now they don't have business. Huh? I'm saying. Look. Power. Come on. No weed smoking.
We got to change the laws. We got to get the laws changed.
If we stop smoking weed, then they don't have any business. No. Yes.
Weed is from the earth. Pass it like Cat Williams said. You will never OD for weed, but if you give you 13 Tylenols, it's a wrap. Yeah. So why that's not illegal?
All right. Okay. All right.
Can't let it go.
Where we get the Konnoisseur with a K?
Where you get me?
Where'd the name come from?
Miss Konnoisseur, my homegirl named me. She came to my Bell office because, you know, my friend's super dope and they love me. So she came to bring me some office supplies from her job. So I was like, yo, I'm about to start radio. I need a name. And she was like, Konnoisseur. I said, I love it. I'm going to change the C to a K. All right. And I'm going to change the S to a Z. And we got ourselves a winner.
Bingo. Bango.
She was like, yo, you know everything. You all over the place. You got knowledge in all kind of areas. You're a connoisseur. I said, not a carnivore, right?
No. Hilarious. Well, you might eat meat. I don't know.
That's not that kind of meat. I do.
All right. That's too much. All right. So on that note, Tia Hamilton, I appreciate you. We're going to stay in touch.
Yes, I appreciate you too. Right. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in.
All right. Where can they follow you? Ms. Konnoisseur on Instagram?
MZ_KONNOISSEUR. Also follow the magazine at State VS US and go cop your issues. Subscriptions now. If you get a subscription now, promo code SUB, SUB, right now, statevsurmag.com.
Bingo. All right.